Welcome video day project of the week. I've got these stools that just came in, and I need to cut 2 inches off the bottom of them. And also, I think they're IKEA chairs. When it was assembled, they just assembled these like yesterday. They didn't sink all the screws down. It is a mortise and tenon, but it's loose. I'm going to tighten those up for them. I've got this one set up, and I marked it 2 inches from the bottom. I put it on the floor and used put this flat on the floor. That pencil lead is exactly 2 inches off. I traced it around it. Another thing is the legs aren't, the chair wobbles, so one of the legs is shorter than the other one, so I'll fix that while I'm cutting these off. I've got one of them cut. Obviously it's the one on the right hand side is cut. You see it dropped it down 2 inches more. That's quite a bit. Should look awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. I've got all the legs cut to length like they're supposed to be. I'm going to come back, I'm going to put a chamfer on this, and I've got this the Stanley plane, and it's a 12-degree angle on that, plus it's a bevel up tool. And this tool is perfect for chamfering the ends of your chair legs. They need to be chamfered because when you scoot around the floor, if it's not chamfered, this square right here, see it's already broken from the saw. I'm gonna get that off with this tool. When you scoot around, this will break, it'll peel up. So I just put a quick chamfer on with this hand plane to angle that a little bit, and I'll come back and I'll clean that up with, I'll make it the same color as the chair with some Mohawk products, the little pins that I've got for this. And you can see how that's coming out. Nice and easy. Gotta be careful with the, on this side, I don't want to break the grain out, on the other side, crack it or anything. So far it looks like, this is a real sharp, I just sharpened this thing up, so it should work perfect. This hopefully won't break that grain. And that's all I'm doing, is coming around and chamfering the legs. And I'll come back and color that in. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. I've got all of them chamfered, sanded down, looks good. I've got to put these little tacks in here back on. And before I color this, what I'm going to do is mark the centers so I can so that would be the center, so I can know after I color it. I already have the hole marked. One thing I forgot to do, as I told her I'd do it, they put these together and they didn't push these legs in, and they didn't sink the screws all the way down, these pocket screws. So you see a space in that joint right there. So I'm going to do that for them on all the chairs. I've already done all the chairs at the top. I'm just going to come back with the screw gun, and what I'm going to do is loosen these screws up and loosen the pocket screws. Now it is jointed kind of sort of in there, like a little mortise and tenon kind of thing. See, it already sunk together a little bit. So I'm going to add some pressure with a clamp. I'm just going to do this on each one of the joints that they have. And I'm going to clamp it together so there's pressure there, so this part won't come out as I screw it in. Let me set my screw thing so it doesn't go too tight. Well, I was coming through and I was drilling the pilot hole for the tacks on this one particular leg. And I don't know what's going on in this thing, but I don't know if that's rot, but it sinks down quite a bit. I don't know what's going on with this in the middle of this leg. So I'm just going to go ahead and fix it for them. I'm going to re-dowel it. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. This is off my dowel jig. I just take it off so I can make straight, clean holes. I'm going to drill this out, and then, wow, see, that bit just went right down in there. Something's going on in there. Oh, I think I got it all. I think I got it. Yeah, something was happening. It looks like it might be in the middle of the pith of the tree there. Might be the center of the tree. See how the rings are? So what I'm going to do to fix that, to rectify that issue, is I'm going to put some glue in here on this dowel and cut this dowel off. Recenter it. Need some more glue than that. That's not good enough. I don't want to put it, I don't want to get a vacuum in there. If you put this in there, too much glue, and there's no ridges on your dowel, it's a possibility that could crack your wood. So just wait till the sound changes. See how the sound changes? It's all the way down. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off, and should be good to go. Cut this off. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it was just completely, I don't know, rotted or something in there. There we go. Now I filled that in, and I can get my pen, my pencil, and I'm going to mark it. So I got to remark this where this goes. I don't know what was going on with that. I mean, that was really bad. I don't understand why it was doing that. Okay. Let's see if I can get this done now. I was going to color the bottom of this thing, but I want to drill my holes first. This is the last chair, and the last hole I was drilling, I had a problem. And now I went into some meat on that. Okay, now this thing's got something to grip onto when it goes in. So that's done. I'm going to color it now. Okay, let me show you how I'm going to color the bottom of these things. I simply just get glossy black spray paint because it matches this. I drilled a hole in a piece of board with a Forstner bit. Use a Q-tip, get the paint on my Q-tip, and just come along where I chamfered this side just to make sure it doesn't break. I just dip it in my little thing, go across it. I got a little run, I gotta get that. Apply too much on this side. There we go. That's all I'm doing to color it, and it's gonna match the, see how it's drying? That's all I'm doing. I went ahead and I drilled a hole with a bit, a pilot hole, so when I put my little tack in, it won't bend, because I pulled some of these out and they were bent up and stuff. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna prevent that from happening when I put that back in there. We're just gonna let that dry, and I'll do all the chairs, and then once these are in, the tacks are in, the whole thing is done, the whole project's finished. So there we go. We finished it up today, already done. I'll call the customer and they can come pick them up. They're anti-wobble too, they don't wobble around. They're gonna wobble around a little bit right now because it's on a level floor. But I checked them, no wobbles, looks really good. So everything's fixed, repaired, cut 2 inches off each one of them, and they're ready to go.